time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. Re-earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I know it's a cliche, but he's a Stanford kid, so his ability to read and diagnose and make a play, you kind of figure he's got that, and he does. Nice play by Justin Reed getting near the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. But he can play the deep ball as well. Patrol center field. I just love all of his skill attributes, and when you really need him, he can jump into the slot and cover guys as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go on, 80.
I'm on.
Say. Hey, 57.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Way to be there, baby.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Watch one. Easy.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
Yellow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
15.
Check three.
Hey, ribble it.
Sponge. No.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I got you, son. Mike 55, Mike 50.
Yellow.
Eat.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so that things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Check 41. Watch the screen.
Now McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Yellow.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I don't think you got it, son. Exit.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got one.
26.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Now Watson.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a cut to touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, that's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got
57.
Shoot.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check that. 182 right here. 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the edge. He's checking. Crash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And now running right through him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, me and you all day.
Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
What is that? 19!
53, Mike. Coming to you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
What is that? Like 88!
Mike 50. Check.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop.
No chance.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Get set! 19!
Yeah. Man left. You got 3 down. Shift.
Alert!
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Room here to run. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
There it comes. 25. Check 25. Check
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Yellow. There's the blue lady.
I got him. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Mike 55! Mike 55!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. All right, let's go, Lou Lady.
Big stop, let's go!
He's coming. He's coming.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Attack, attack.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, 43.
All right, here we go. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Y'all now, smoke. And we're going 37's to Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
We played to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get that ball right here. Out, 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 out.
Lamar Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
44 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Yellow.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
57.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. You don't want none of it.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got attack!
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Charlie, gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
36. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Woo! Let's get it.
Fight down these two.
55. Hey, I'm coming after you.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
12 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike.
Yellow. Let's go, Wally.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sunday.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy.
Go, run.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make
Yellow.
cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Yellow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Single.
2nd and 10.
I got 11. Check pass.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Yeah, score. Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's into the clear. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Texans cut into that lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
180!
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
On second down at 4, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
All day, baby, all day.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again to McCoy. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
43! 43!
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here we go.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up at